So we're going to take a look at what is basically the driver's office. We're here with David Brabham, who's all sat in, ready to go. Now, David, there's a number of things you can do from inside the cockpit. Let's start off with the steering wheel. What are the main functions of that?
Well, I mean, first of all, you can obviously take the steering wheel off like that. Although we don't in our pit stops because there's plenty of room to be able to get in, but it gives us the option to do it. But yeah, I mean, it's quite a simple wheel, isn't it? Because like if you look at a Formula 1 car, it's so complicated with all the buttons and everything. That's why I like GT racing, it's not so complicated. But clearly, obviously, we've got to have radio communication between the pits and ourselves, so we just press the button here to talk to the pits. As we come into the pits, we have a pit lane limiter at 60 kilometres an hour, so we press that sets the limiter so we don't go over it. If we do, we get a penalty, so obviously that's quite an important button. Obviously we can flash the lights, get out of our way so we can get past everybody, and then we just have like a page. We have it. This is where we've got the readout from the display of all the information, and we mainly look at tyre pressures. That's the main thing that we really look at in this championship, and we can change the pages, and we have a couple of reset buttons as well. So it's pretty basic. And then of course we move over to the main panel here. Again, not a lot of switches, very simple. Driver fan, gets pretty hot in the car, so we get a fan blowing on us, which is really nice. Obviously we've got lights, wipers, pace car, but we don't really use that because we're not really tight on fuel like some championships. We have an engine map here that we're obviously told which map we need to be running at, and turning here, put the master on, ignition, start the engine, go off and win the race.
And so obviously you've got a little dial there that's got JCW and DB on it. That presumably changes settings for the two drivers.
Yeah, that's obviously when we're doing a pit stop, one driver jumps in. So let's talk about this next race coming up, the championship race. Jamie's going to start, so he's number 1. And when I get in, I flick over to number 2. That's me. Because that obviously dictates 1 and 2 of where we qualify as well in Q1, 2 and 3. So Jamie did 1 and 3 and I did Q3.
And how much?
Q2, sorry.
And finally, how much are you adjusting the engine mapping and things like that during the race?
Nothing really, to be honest with you. But I mean, we've only had it on green most of the time anyway. So I'd like to change it just to see what it does, but no, we pretty much stick to the green.
Okay, brilliant. Well, that's basically what a driver gets up to when he's out there in the race. And best of luck for the race.
Yeah, thank you.